I think bringing yourself to work is about 100% being your authentic self, and being confident in who you are at work, and it helps when you have a supportive environment that allows you to be able to do that. And it's why I'm super grateful to Look Ahead for creating this atmosphere of inclusivity, where I feel I'm able to bring my entire self to work.
I don't feel like I have to come to work and put on a corporate hat. I can be myself and be open and authentic, and I try to model this with the people that I work with to allow them to be themselves and to bring themselves to the workplace.
It will be really, really boring if we will be all exactly the same.
I bring my whole self to work, as in outside of work I'm no different to in work, which my colleagues can vouch for.
When I see people sort of just sitting there struggling, keeping themselves sort of quiet, I often go over and ask if they need any help, or try to be there for them, because I remember what it was like just to sort of feel alone. But it's nice to know that people are there, and it's a nice way to sort of get to know people by giving them support.
Being a trans person going into work, I think there's always that little bit of anxiety of how are people going to treat me? Is there going to be stereotypes or preconceived ideas? But I think what was really nice is I started, and immediately I knew that my colleagues were my biggest advocates, because they were asking questions in a respectful way, and they treated me the way that I guess you'd want to be treated.
I have to bring my personal life to work. My personal life is follow me. As you see, I got this lovely device with me. If I suffer fatigue, and I suffer fatigue very often, they are really supportive. They are really, really supportive. My manager is extremely supportive person as well.
In London and the home counties, we look after a massive range of people, different backgrounds, different stories, different beliefs, and we need a great staff team that reflect all of those things.
We have a kind of a large service user group, and also you look at my team. So my staffing at the moment, so we have staff from Lithuania, from Croatia, we've got staff from Europe, we have someone who is half Greek, we have someone who is Romanian, we have Jamaicans, we have Africans, we have people from Italy.
It's more like person-centered. We kind of recognize that the customer needed a staff that can actually speak the language to kind of help with the transitioning. So that's quite unique. I've never seen that anywhere else that I've worked.
I was working in retail as a duty manager, but that's when my mental health started to suffer, and I was diagnosed with quite bad depression, and that's how I experienced the mental health system, and I then changed my career to health and social care, and was studying my NVQ apprenticeship whilst working in dementia care for a year. Even though it was a negative, I turned it into a positive, and I'm using the skills and knowledge that I've picked up to even support people with complex needs and mental health conditions, because I know firsthand what it's like to suffer from those problems.
I can talk with anyone that I need to talk. If I will need any reasonable adjustments, my manager is giving them to me.
It's always encouraged to give people different opportunities. For example, when it comes to Ramadan, for management and the teams to kind of be considerate to the rest of the people that are fasting.
Long hours can be quite tiresome for me in regards to my medication side effects, so the managers will let me just do normal standard hours, and also there's a lot of flexibility with the rotas working at Look Ahead, which I've not come across before.
So I'm a mum of a 2-year-old, and I've been fortunate that my career has continued to progress despite this. Look Ahead has offered a lot of flexibility in terms of coming back from maternity leave, and I'm really grateful for the openness and the understanding that the organisation has displayed.
With diversity and inclusion, it's about the conversations. So you need to be as open as you feel comfortable to be with your team and your manager, because the more they understand you and your personal background and what you have going on in your life, the more they can help you, accommodate you.
So we are reaching people who people have socially excluded, whose community have ejected, whose family have rejected. So we are actually making them a part of our family, and that's how I see, and that's why it's important to us. It's about the family togetherness.
Working at Look Ahead is, it's made me feel so included, and I wake up, I'm so happy to come to work, and I can be myself, and I can talk to my team leaders, the contract manager, other support workers.
Actively including people in the conversation whose voices don't often get to be heard.